So this is what I believe y'all would have me to bring to you today, encouraging our conversation. Hallelujah. It's from Malachi 3, verse 16. Malachi 3, verse 16 and 17. Let me know when you have it. Malachi chapter 3, verse 16 and 17.
Hallelujah.
And you know, I want to let you know this, the Bible says the same afflictions are being accomplished in your brothers that's in the world. And I was thinking about each one was saying how Satan try to get you off guard because he's a sly. The Bible says he's crafty and he's sly. So, you know, when you getting ready to go to church, you want to have everything together. So so Satan came in this morning too and tried to get me upset. And so me and my grandson was talking, and he was saying something that I wasn't pleased with. So then I got, you know, you call that word emotional, but he called it angry. He said, "Grandma, why are you angry?" Because I said, it's just like saying, first they say something to make you upset, then they want to know, well, why are you angry? So I said, ain't nothing but the devil, but I said, you know what, Yahshua, help me to go in your house and rejoice in you, and let not Satan have no. I heard Donna say, I think I heard Donna Lou say, he can't get me like that. I'm not going to let him get me like that. And then mess up my blessed Sabbath day. So I thank Yahshua rebuking the enemy, and I rejoice in Yahshua, hallelujah, and thanking him for his word, hallelujah. And hallelujah. Everybody got it now? Malachi 3:16. It says, then they that feared Yahweh spake often one to another, and Yah hearkened and heard it, and a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Yahweh, and they thought, and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, said Yahweh of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that served him. Hallelujah. Malachi 3. Now, what did the first verse say? Then they that did what? Feared Yahweh. So we don't need to know what fear is. Fear is reverential awe, it's respect. It's hallelujah, reverence for Yahweh. The love of Yahweh, to obey Yahweh. Hallelujah. So when we fear Yahweh, we respect him. We honor him and we obey him. And when we fear Yahweh, we respect him and honor him in his service as well. Hallelujah. So this is what the Bible said here, that they that feared Yahweh, they spoke up with one to another. And that's what Yah wants to do. He wants to guard our conversation. He wants to, hallelujah, watch what we say and how we say it. So look here. It says spoke one to another. But these are the ones that feared Yah. They knew how to speak one to another. And we'll get a few precepts to show you what that covered as how they spoke one to another. And it said, well, what it got Yah's attention. Whatever they were speaking about got Yah's attention, hallelujah. So much so, he heard it, and he had a book of remembrance written on it. That was some good conversation they was talking. And I think about Prophet Deborah and I. Sometimes they call me, and we get to talking, and we have service on the phone. Talking about the goodness of Yahshua, how we testifying, how we. So when we say those that fear Yah speak off from one to another, they didn't gossip and slander and criticize and find fault. Those that feared Yah was talking about the goodness of Yah. How we testifying, how we giving Yah praise, how we. So this is the kind of conversation we want to hold, how we. And so it says, and that day, no, it says, and Yah hearkened and heard it. And what did Yah do about it? And he liked what he heard. He was impressed with what he heard. So much so that he did what? A book of what? Remembrance. Hallelujah. So it's important, disciples, what we talk about. Hallelujah. Not only over the phone, hallelujah, but with each other, hallelujah. We don't need to whispering and tale-bearing, gossip, and complain and criticize and find fault with one another. But we, like I heard Donna say, we are members of one another, hallelujah. When you heard, I heard. When I heard, you heard. Why? Because we love each other. Not to go and find fault. You know what she did? That's why she's in trouble like right now. No. That sister's in trouble because Satan's trying to defeat her. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fast and pray for her. That's the kind of attitude we want to have. That's the conversation we should be having. How we about one another. And so we asking Yah, you know, we're making preparation for Yahshua's soon return.
Yes.
So we might not have been doing what we're supposed to be doing, but right now as we hear the word, Yahshua says you hear the word what? Do accordingly. So now we're hearing the word to encourage us, hallelujah, that we need to do it better about our conversation. And as we continue to get into this word, we'll find out everybody's conversation is not the same. And Yahweh's going to judge according to your conversation. Hallelujah. Because here it says that, what is he going to do about those whose conversation he heard and he liked? Not only is he going to put it in a book of remembrance, but what does verse 17 say? And they shall be what?
Mine.
They shall be mine. Yahshua's children. Hallelujah. Everybody say, I'm Yah's child. I'm a child of the King, sanctified, Holy Spirit filled, and fire baptized. That might be your words you're saying, but did y'all hear what you had to say? Did y'all see what you had to do? Did you keep Yahshua's commandments? Did you walk circumspect? Did you have the right conduct, the right attitude, the right conversation? Those are the things we got to think about, children. We got to prepare ourselves. So we got to change what we're talking, how we're talking, and the way we talk, how we. Now what it says, it's a wonderful blessing to know that Yahshua thinks enough of us and all that he went through with it already. Then he's thinking of us to remember us and write a book about us, hallelujah, because we do the thing that pleases him, hallelujah. Because we fear him and love him and respect him. And we fear him and love him through each other, hallelujah. Because he's not here, but he's in you and he's in me, hallelujah. So we got to respect him and each other, hallelujah. The way we treat each other, hallelujah. The way we talk to each other, hallelujah. We got to do it, children, because Yah's making preparation for us so we can be with him in his kingdom. And he's trying to prepare our hearts. So we got to be obedient so we can have a right heart. Hallelujah. And have the right conduct and the right conversation. Hallelujah. He said, order your conversations are right. Hallelujah. So he's showing us now how when we do it right, there's a blessing. Hallelujah. And you know what? You want the good things put in that book. Because Yahshua said the book shall be open, right?
That's right.
And we're going to be judged according to everything that's written in that book. So we want that fear of Yah to be in us, hallelujah. Obedience to Yah's word, hallelujah. Walk in circumspect, hallelujah. Listen up, clean, holy hand, hallelujah. And Yahshua said, they shall be mine, fear Yah. And that day when I make up my jewels, he calls us his jewels. We're special people because we obey him. We fear him. We love him, hallelujah. And when you love him, you will obey. He said, you love me what?
Keep his commandments.
Is that obedience?
That's
Is
obedience.
that what Abraham did?
Yes, ma'am.
Isaac and Jacob?
Yes.
All right now. Is that what Apostle Paul did?
Yes.
He and them did?
Yes.
They followed Yahshua. They obeyed Yah. And what did they have? They had him like with Yahshua. He said, he told them this how they was going to be with him in his kingdom. So I want him to hear that same word about every one of us. That we're going to be with him in his kingdom. Because why? We were faithful and we kept on to the end. He said, he overcame and we too shall overcome.
Hallelujah.
And then he said, when I make up my jewels, I will spare them. Spare you from what? Hallelujah, from destruction. From the fire that's going to come down. He said the heaven's going to be on fire and melt, the elements shall melt with the fervent heat, and the earth and all things therein will be on fire. But what shall the righteous be doing? What kind of attitude shall we have? We should be hastening, Yah, making preparation to be like him, because we got to be like him. We got to be with him, hallelujah. So he has already made preparation to protect us from that fire. And present us what was before his presence, hallelujah. But we just got to feel and obey him, hallelujah. And order our conversation right. And then it says, I will spare them as a man spares his own son that serveth him. Hallelujah. If you had a son, hallelujah, and they was talking about doing something to your only son, you know what you do, all you can, protect your son, to spare your son from whatever that is they may have to go through it. That's the kind of love you have for your child. And that's the love Yahshua wants to have for him, hallelujah. And let me tell you what kind of conversation Yah wants to kind of have while we are, when we have that fear of Yah, hallelujah. Not only should we not gospel and slander, but what should we be doing? Since we had the fear of Yah, and Yah thought enough of us to write our names in his book of remembrance, let's go to Hebrews chapter 3, verse 13. This is how we do it. Someone read it for me, please. Whoever can get it first. Hebrews 3:13.
Read it.
Yes, please.
But exalt one another daily.
What? Do say what again?
But exalt one another daily.
Now, when you exalt, you're talking, right?
Yes.
Having a conversation, right?
Lifting up one another.
There you go. This is what we
Hallelujah.
should be doing. So we want y'all to write our name in the book of
And
remembrance.
daily.
And daily. See that? We got a lot. We got something we can be doing daily. Hallelujah.
While it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
I'm trying to. Okay, there it is. Hebrews 3:13. Okay, this little thing keeps going down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, there it is. Okay, 3:13. Read again, daughter.
But exalt one another daily.
Maybe better read verse 12 too. This is what.
Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living El.
So don't let that heart get in your children. Get discouraged and feel like giving up and say, no, this is way not for me. No, don't let them be like the children of Israel. They, not only them, but some of the apostles too. They told Yahshua that way he was telling him about eat his flesh and drink his blood. That was too hard. They couldn't deal with that. So they walked away from Yah and didn't walk no more with him. He don't want us to have that attitude. He wants to hold on to him and trust him how he is. And then he said, what is the next one? But rather than do that, do what?
But exalt one another daily, while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin.
And you can read 14, but we're not going to say this first.
For we are made partakers of Mashiach, if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end.
Praise God. See how we are responsible for one another, and we are our brother's keeper. What it said, exhort one another. I need you to exhort me. I may be home downcast and feeling discouraged, and somebody called me on that phone, say, I was just thinking about you, and I was praying for you. I want to tell you I love you, Yahshua, that type of stuff. Because we don't know why y'all would put it in our heart to call one another, but to exhort one another, to encourage one another. This is the kind of talk we need to be talking. So this is the kind of conversation that y'all is impressed with. The time where we encourage and exhort one another and admonish one another. Hallelujah. Because we live in an evil time. Satan is as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. Discouraging, hallelujah, trying to defeat us and steal our joy, steal our loved ones and our family relationships. That's what he's all about. So we need to encourage one another, but we don't know what each other's going with. But the Bible says the same afflictions are being accomplished in your brokenness in the world. It may not be the same topic, it may not be the same affliction, it may not be affliction in your body, it might be trouble in the family, trouble on the job, trouble in the sanctuary, bad attitudes and broken hearts, all that type of thing that could happen. But we need each other. So that's why y'all should say, for exhort one another daily. So if y'all put it in your mind to call and help us be faithful and obedient to that. And y'all hallelujah, let us know that we should exhort each other daily. Because why? These enemy hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So we are our brothers' keepers. We should be concerned about one another. And we see one another get weak, look like they withdrawn and just don't have that zeal anymore. Let us pray for them. And we can't catch up with them. Just put a prayer up for them. Hallelujah. Leave them in the hand of Yahshua, but at least we have done our part. We have prayed and we have visited. We have said words to encourage. Hallelujah. So we do our part and y'all do the rest. Hallelujah. Praise Yahshua. So this kind of thing we need to do to have a conversation in God's presence. Hallelujah. And let's go to the next one is Colossians chapter Colossians 3. My paper here. Colossians 3, verse 16.
3 verse 16.
Yeah, Colossians 3, verse 16.
Okay. One of my favorites.
All right.
Let the word of Mashiach dwell in you richly.
Well, where?
in you richly,
All right.
in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing
All right.
one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in
All
your
right.
hearts to Yahweh.
Hallelujah.
So isn't that beautiful?
Yes,
Yes.
That is so beautiful. How should we be talking to one another? How should we be communing with one another? What does that verse 16 say? It says,
Teaching and admonishing.
see, this is what we do. The conversation that pleases Yahshua is when we admonish one another and teach one another. And we don't have to stand up here teaching each other. We can sometimes go visit one another and have and we can sit down having tea or coffee, and we had the conversation going on, and we come to realize, you know what? That was some good teaching you gave me this morning, and I sure enjoyed it, and I learned from it. And when we get on a Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Friday night conference call, we're learning something, how we teaching one another, admonishing one another. We got a lot of good things we can talk about without talking about the negative things. And children, you have to rebuke that spirit, because sometimes people don't realize when they call you, they talk about a whole lot of negative stuff, all the negative things that's happening. How you don't have time to give y'all praise. How and one of the precepts was a testimonial. And I think it was Psalm 103, Psalm 106. That's another way we can, how you cause the words of Yahweh to be encouraged, to be inspired by us when we are inspired by His word when we encourage one another in testimonies. You know, we get on the prayer line and we put in our testimony, or either we get on our telephone or Psalm 103, 11 through 18.
11 to 18?
Psalm 103. And that talks about, David, I think that was David, one of the psalmists spoke about what it was, what Yah had done for him, and how he testified about it.
About his love, yes.
Yes. So testimony is another way we can have a conversation, how that causes Yah to be impressed with it. How it causes him, how to have our names written in his book of memory and cause us to be considered the jewels. Hallelujah. All right,
Is it 103 or 106?
Is it 106?
I think it's 103. 11 through 18, you said?
103, 11, yes.
For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy towards them that fear him.
All right. We talked about fearing him, right?
Yes.
And those that fear him, look at the blessings for those that fear him. What did he just say?
As far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us.
Because we fear him. And we walked in his will.
Yes.
We pleased him, how we. So now what he said, he will remove our transgression from, like we was talking about how the enemy tests us and tempts us in trials. All we got to do is give it to Yahshua, and he will remove that from us, how we. And he will intercede on our behalf. Yes, he will.
Like a father pitieth his children, so Yahweh pitieth them that fear him.
Oh, we need that, children. We need that. Because we come short. We don't always be perfect. We haven't reached that place yet. But through fasting and praying, obedience to his word, we can reach that place where Yahweh have compassion upon us and pity us. Hallelujah. What else does it say?
For he knoweth our frame, he remembereth that we are dust. As for man, his days are as grass, as a flower of the field, so he flourishes.
All right.
For the wind passes over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. But the mercies of Yah is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them.
Look at the blessings for the fear of Yah, for the obedience of Yah. And look, and he said he knoweth, hallelujah, that he knoweth our frame. And remember that we are subject, hallelujah, to fall short.
Yes.
For sin. but he don't want us to stay there. He let us know now his mercy is from everlasting to everlasting. But we gotta give it to him always. We gotta recognize, Father, I have come short. I did say the wrong thing. I did get upset. But I'm sorry, y'all. Could you help me? Could you just help me? Because I want to do better how we. And you know what? God remembers that we are but just like us. And he washes it away. And he forgives us how we. Now listen, real quickly, I want to show you someone who didn't speak with the fear of Yahweh. Okay, let's go back to Malachi. So we see the blessing for being hallelujah, faithful to obedient, hallelujah, and fearing Yah and speaking good things. But let's see someone who didn't do that right. Who didn't actually know how to respect Yah and fear him. Let's go to Malachi 3, verse, let's see what she'll start. Okay.